Well, hello, my sweet little infant babies. Apparently, we've destroyed the internet. I guess all these students at Norristown learning at the same time is just too much. So I'm recording my day one presentation and I'm going to post it on YouTube, which is where you are right now. And those of you who weren't fortunate enough to see this actual lesson live, you're going to see it recorded, which is almost as good as live. So I start out every class with what's called an objective. Let me see if I can maximize that. Yep, nope. I start out every class with what's called an objective. Today's objective is I will be able to understand the rules and expectations for my class. And this, of course, you read that as student will be able to understand the rules and expectations of Mr. Perich's class. So first things first, who's the handsome guy on the bottom right of the screen? Well, that's me, Mr. Perich. I teach 8th grade math, or I teach 8th grade at Stewart, and I teach 8th grade math. I teach geometry, and I teach principles of algebra. When I'm not raising 4 kids, I have a 0-year-old, a 2-year-old, and 2 5-year-olds, twins. When I'm not raising 4 kids, I have fun at Eastern University where I teach math and education classes. And I actually do that on Monday evenings. Lots of fun. Hey, speaking of fun, there's Stewart, and there's Easter, and you can see a little tiny bit of it on the bottom right. Hello. What else? Well, I got my bachelor's in mathematics at the place that I teach, Eastern University. When I was done my bachelor's, which is the 4-year degree, I got my master's, which is a 2-year degree at Westchester University, and that's what that looks like. Beautiful campus. Many of you have family or knows people that go there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have a few hobbies when I actually do have real free time that doesn't involve raising 4 kids and teaching 2 different places. I love playing guitar. I actually have 5 of them sitting right there. I enjoy playing Madden on this Xbox One controller. I know it's cooler to use PlayStation, but I don't care. I prefer the Xbox. I love the Philadelphia Eagles. I like the 76ers. I'm a big fan of the Phillies, but they kind of stink right now. And I have other hobbies. Since coronavirus attacked us, I started up a new hobby, and I'll show you that video right there describing the hobby. It's restoring Jordans and Nikes. So without further ado, let's take a look at this video and see exactly what that looks like. Ooh, icy clean, icy clean. What else do I do on my free time, you ask? Well, this is actually a fun fact. I write sad raps, also known as emo raps, also known as trap emo raps, also known as goth raps. and I post it under the name Young Pinky X83, and I pretend it's my cousin because no one needs to know that a 37-year-old guy with 4 kids writes rap music for depressed kids. And that's a picture. Okay. This is a schedule for today. We're not going to really worry about that. This is really what's important. This is the schedule for your synchronous, also known as your live lessons. When you're live, your teacher's going to pop on at those times, those exact times. And, if the internet doesn't crash, they'll tell you exactly what to do. But the internet crashed today, so, things got a little wacky. That's that. We do a lot of Schoology. That's what we mostly do in the mornings. And the first Schoology lesson was answering those questions right there. You saw that already. This is how you're going to be graded while we're doing virtual learning. So you have your tests are at 40%, you have your quizzes are at 30, you have your Schoology work, which is also at 30, and then it averages up. So that first assignment that you saw, which was tell me 4 things about yourself, you got 4 points for it, and that counts as a grade, an actual grade. If you're wondering, though, like all those slides are good, Mr. Parrish, but really how can I show success in your classroom? I just want to do the best that I can. Well, I found this video online, and it kind of demonstrates how you could be successful in any classroom, but really in my classroom as well.
School. What is it and what does it do? Well, it's a place for learning, of course. A place to learn your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Wow, you've hit the jackpot. But most importantly, you've hit the ultimate jackpot because you're in Mr. Perich's class. It's okay if you're feeling apprehensive, but know that Mr. Perich utilizes a lot of techniques to help you become successful, including rigorous note-taking, top-of-the-line computer technology, and ways to study at home. But that's not all. Mr. Perich has devised a foolproof plan to be perfectly successful in this class, and he summed it up in 4 easy steps. Step number 1, come to class prepared and on time. Studies have shown that one of the most important times of class is at the very beginning. And if you show up late, you can miss some very important information that might be beneficial later on. Step 2, pay attention and take good notes. It's very easy to get distracted, whether by a friend or thinking about the latest radio program that might have come out. But if your friend is distracting you, simply tell him, "Hey you, hush your fuss. I'm trying to learn here." Step 3, ask questions. Many children are worried that if they ask a question, one of their classmates might laugh at them and make them feel foolish. But truth is, there are no foolish questions. And if you have a question, then chances are somebody else in your class may have a question as well. Last but not least, take school home. The moment you walk through your door after school, you really ought to hit the books right away and begin your homework. If you're not sure how to do your homework, search it on the internet. Or you can have a conversation with a family member and maybe they can help. Yes, boys and girls, school is a really important place. And it's the place where you begin your future. Whether you want to be a doctor, a teacher, or a SoundCloud rapper, the school is the place to be. So while you're there, make the best of it, and all of your dreams will come
true. Yes, indeed, it will. So to wrap things up, every day begins with a warm-up. That's how you start the day out. We go over the objective and then teaching. This is for the live lessons. In the morning, when you don't have the live lessons, expect a Schoology, some kind of assignment. As long as GoGuardian or whatever we're using is working, I'll just pop on screen and tell you what to do. But this is how we're taking care of things for the first half of the school year. We're going to have hiccups like today where just the internet broke. But, it's a learning process for everybody. Just try to be patient. In the meantime, I highly recommend that you do this. Most kids have an Instagram. I demand that you follow me, my teacher Instagram, because I post a lot of information for all the students to do. So get out your phone right now. I'll wait. Now search me up, Mr. Perich. It's actually not that picture anymore. It's that picture down there. Search me up and follow me, and I'll try to keep everybody up to date. Also, subscribe to my YouTube. Go to my YouTube, type out Nick Perich, and that's the face that pops up. And subscribe to that as well, because I post videos, math videos. I wouldn't say every day, but I have hundreds up there. So it's all very beneficial. So that's that. Hopefully things work better as far as teaching from here on out and as far as learning for you guys. Thank you for your patience. You guys are rock stars. I mean, everything up to this point during the first day was going extremely well. So I appreciate everybody's willingness to give this a shot. And, we'll get through this. I believe in you. I believe in me. I believe in us. I believe in we. Bye.